everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm just fighting my dog off this lounge at the moment because he usually sits in this spot. I'll just try to get him off the lounge so I can sit here and make this video today. So I hope you're all doing well. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Dominique. As you can see, he's up here sitting next to me on the lounge. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get him off. So just give me a second. Today I thought I'd just do a little bit of a weekly update with you again on all things food, I guess, like the meal planner, sort of where I'm at with our meals for the week, what we've had. Usually by the time I bring out the weekly planner, we've already had either 3 or 4 meals. So I've just got my list of the things we've got here sitting on the floor here. So if you see me looking down, I've got a pretty bad memory, so I won't remember all the meals that we're going to be having and what we've already had. We've already had 3 meals and I'm already cooking one in the slow cooker. Pretty much just another run through on the meals that we're going to have for our family of 4, the meals that we've already had for the week. This has got to do with the grocery haul that I would have brought out yesterday from Woolworths. And I'm also just going to run through sort of my Sunday routine that I'm sort of sticking to now, which I have sort of stuck to a routine since the kids have been young, and ever since they've sort of gone to school, I have had a little bit of a Sunday routine, which really does help. But firstly, let's have a look at the meal planner. I've got my cup of tea here, so I can just have a little bit of a sit down and a relaxing chat to you today. So firstly, I have taken a few videos of the meals that we've had, but you won't see obviously the meals that we haven't had. So the first meal was just a chicken stir fry, and we just basically put whatever we had. I even had a can of champignons in the cupboard, like the canned mushrooms. We put that in there. We put some celery from the garden, pretty much all sorts of things we could find in the fridge we just popped into this stir fry. There wasn't a lot of chicken breast, maybe 1.5 chicken breasts that went into this, but it was really nice, that stir fry. And I'm pretty sure I think we had rice with it. So usually I do put rice or noodles or something like that with it. So that was a really easy one because I do have a big wok that we cook the stir fry in, and it just really helps, you know, because it doesn't take long to cook because it gets up to a really high heat. Another night this week we had hamburgers. This was a really good one. It was really simple. We basically just put the burgers with bread. We had lettuce, but it was yellow, so I had to throw that out. We put beetroot on it, and you'll see that we've just sort of made it really easy by flattening out the meat and just chopping the meat like in squares instead of in circles. So that was pretty simple. We just had that. Last night I just tried to get out of cooking as easy as I could for a Monday night. So I made just a Legos spaghetti sauce. So in my grocery haul you would have seen that I had the can of Legos spaghetti mint sauce, and the kids got home from school and I just wanted to cook something really easy. I put some spaghetti on, put the Legos sauce on, and I did throw some frozen spinach in with the Legos can. Yeah, so the spaghetti sauce was really easy. I think it's like $5 a can, and it fed like all 4 of us. So tonight we're having a chicken stew, and I've just got it on now. I prepped chicken last night, so I talked about this in my last video where at night time I do usually like to prep the chicken, which I did last night. I cut the chicken up, and once again, this is the second time I've done this. I didn't have a curry sauce or anything, but I did have the curried sausages, curried sausage sauce. I think it was Master Foods in the jar, so I just thought, why not? I've done it before, it tasted okay. It's just got basically the same ingredients in it, it's curry. And I popped that with my cut up chicken breast. I used 2 chicken breasts in it. And I just marinated it overnight, so then this morning when I got up, the cooker was already out from last night. I popped the chicken breast in there with the sauce and everything because it was already cut up. I added onion. I've put some spinach leaves in there. I've cut up a sweet potato. I am going to add some more potato because it's gone a little bit watery because I put chicken stock to make more of it. And I'm also going to put in probably some carrot maybe, and some potatoes just to thicken it, so the potatoes will thicken it up. We might just have that with rice, or I might just have it on toast, anything like that. So it's pretty healthy, it's got lots of veggies in it. So that's what we're having tonight, was just a chicken stew. Okay, so another night this week, I'm going to make a basic tuna pasta. I've got a can of tuna in there to make the tuna pasta. I'm just going to put like some parsley, because I really like fish with parsley, some lemon juice, some vinegar, and I'm probably just going to cook up some onions, some peas, maybe chop up some carrots, make a really nice sort of a pasta with it. I'm trying to think, I've got some spring onions in the garden which would be nice in it, but you know, just make it not so moist but more of a drier sort of pasta with the tuna. I might even top it with a little bit of cheese for the kids at the end, just to make it you know, just to make it a little bit more interesting for them. It's a really good standby to have tuna if your kids like tuna. I'm pretty lucky because my kids do love canned tuna, so you know, they eat it all the time. Another night I thought I'd just make a soup, a vegetable soup. I've got a pumpkin which I bought in my grocery haul a few weeks ago, and you would have seen how big that pumpkin was. It's still sitting up on top of my cupboard, and I don't know if it's going to ripen in the next few weeks. It's still green. So that's going to be interesting. It's huge, and I got it for only a couple, like I probably got it for like $4, $5. Really good value, but it's just not ripe yet. So I just want to make a vegetable soup because the kids eat soups. They like soups and they like stews, but you put vegetables on their plate and they're a little bit picky with it. So I want to make a vegetable soup up just with pretty much everything, you know, like I've got stuff in the garden, I've got lots of sweet potatoes, I've got celery, carrots. I want to put lentils in it because I like to put lentils and barley in soup. Barley's really good for you, and I just want to make a really nice soup. So while I'm speaking about the soup, I have ordered some beef broth. Okay, so if you've watched my channel for a while, I've spoken about this in a few videos, but I don't have the bottle on me at the moment, but I love this product. I'm pretty sure it's from the Herbal Doctors online. I'll pop the information down below anyway. But I've been buying this on and off for the last year or so now. I bought the ones from the shops and, you know, they're watery. Even the one I make isn't that great. This is cooked for like 48 hours, the way they cook it. And it's just absolutely beautiful. And if you've ever made beef broth, you know that you've got the fat on the top and then you've got the water, like the broth underneath it. But the way this comes is like a gluey sort of a consistency. And you can see it, it's got all the marrow, you know, like you can see it's gelatinous, sort of gluey. If you put the spoon in, it's beautiful and clean when it comes out. It's sort of like a creamy white colour. And I always put it with just water and just drink it. And it's really nutritious, it's really good for you. But I've just been missing it lately. It is better to buy a few bottles of this, you know, at once so you don't have to pay the excess postage. But it's, I've just written it down here. It is $27.90 a bottle, but you get 35 servings out of it. I'm not sponsored by this at all or anything like that. It's just I really enjoy this product. So I thought while I was talking about soup, that would be perfect. Because if you don't have any meat in the house or anything, but you've got some broth, you can always put a spoonful of that in a vegetable soup in a cup with some hot water and get that nutrition value out of it instead of like, you know, having to feel like you have to have meat all the time. Obviously it's a meat product, but it's great to have it in the fridge as something to sip on through winter. So I really love it, and they do have other flavours too. I'm pretty sure they've got turmeric and all that sort of thing if you just wanted to you know, have a little bit of extra flavouring in your beef broth. I can link a video below of me making beef broth in one of my videos. It was hard work, it's labour intensive, and it cost me a fair bit with the bones as well. And by the end of it, it just, even though I put onions and all that good flavourings and sort of things in there so you can sip on it and drink it, it just tasted like water to me. It just didn't taste great. On another night this week, we're just going to have like a takeaway night. I have noticed how expensive takeaway food has gotten, and we've been to a few places over the last month and it's just been phenomenal. You can go to 2 destinations now and it can be $100 for 4 people to have takeaway food, to the point where you feel that you can't even take your kids or your family just to get a simple burger or anything like that now. It's just gotten so expensive. And even to the point where we go to a hamburger place or whatever, I'll say to my husband, like, just let the kids have a burger or whatever, we'll have something when we get home because I prefer them have it than us. And if we have it, it's going to end up being $50. So this week we're just going to probably having some hot chips. For $10 we can feed our whole family. I'll take a fresh loaf of bread, maybe some vinegar or tomato sauce or something like that, and we'll go and sit down on the beach and have a hot chip sandwich. So that's pretty much the cheapest way we can get out of takeaway. Or Domino's pizzas, sometimes when they have those pizza deals for like $5. I haven't had the $5 pizzas for a while. That's pretty much as far as we go with takeaway food at the moment, and if the kids want to have McDonald's or anything like that or KFC, we'll just let them have it and we'll eat something when we get home. Okay, so I thought what we'd chat about now would be my Sunday routine. Everyone's got a routine, I guess, on Sunday with families, if it's cleaning your house, shopping for the week, getting caught up with all your washing and all that sort of thing, which usually, I just sort of roll with Sundays like that. I don't try and stress myself out when it comes to getting too much done, because I still want to spend time with the kids before they go back to school the next day. School uniforms is something that I want to make sure that I'm caught up with at least on Sundays, but when it comes to Sunday, I always make sure that I have some food prepped. So I don't mean like having every vegetable in the house and fruit prepped for the week. That's a great thing to do if you've got time to do it, but sometimes it can put a load of stress on you to have it done. But I just mean something that you can get done for the week that just helps, even if it's cutting up some oranges, if it's cooking the kids some cupcakes for the week for school lunches, if it's just making sandwiches and freezing them for school lunches, anything to sort of help you get by. Now, I don't stick to the same routine every Sunday, and I don't make the same things. I just sort of think up what I want to cook and what's going to help me out, and it's basically just to help me out for I'd say to help me out for Monday to Wednesday. I find the first half of the week the hardest, especially Mondays, because I'm still getting back into kids going back to school, cleaning up, sorting out the house for the week, working, all that sort of thing. So I definitely like to have a few meals or a few snacks or anything up my sleeve for the 3 days, at least 2 to 3 days. So this week I'll pop the videos up on the screen that I did on Sunday. So I've made them a slice. I made the Wheat Bix slice, which I really like this recipe, but I've just done a little bit of a twist on it. On Friday afternoon, we had to stop into a discount shop because I had to get some presents for a party on the weekend. So I wanted to go in there, just pick up some presents, and when we walked in, I noticed they had some canned beetroot. So we ended up getting the beetroot. It's cut up. I'll show a picture of it up on the screen. It's chopped up beetroot, and it was $4 for I think 3 kilos. So we grabbed that, and basically that's been going into a lot of meals this week, like the hamburgers and this slice. So the slice recipe was to add frozen berries, a couple of frozen berries for the Wheat Bix slice, which I've never done. I usually just make the plain Wheat Bix slice. But why not put some beetroot in? Because beetroot slice, it's really good for the kids and they won't know it's there. So I added some beetroot into the Wheat Bix slice, and it is delicious. It's moist, it's beautiful, they don't know what's in it, and it's good for them as well. So, and it's tender, so it was really tender. It was easy to squish up and put into the slice. Instead of putting icing, like chocolate icing, I actually just had a bag of chocolate melts, like those chocolate drops you get from Aldi. I had half a bag of that. I melted that down and just poured it all over the top of the chocolate slice, and it's delicious. Like, it's a really nice slice. So that's what I did with this weekend. I cooked the slice for the kids for their lunches, so there's heaps there. I made so much slice. And it was pretty cheap as well, and I can freeze some. My husband and I are having some like for morning teas. The kids eat it, it's delicious, and then when they're sick of it, I'll freeze the rest of it and won't bring that out for another couple of weeks, so they'll forget about it and they'll want it again. So eggs is another thing that I do usually cook on Sundays. So Sundays is usually at least boiled eggs that I cook, because I like boiled eggs. They can have them for breakfast, we can have them as curried egg sandwiches. You can just grab an egg and go on the run to a school, to pick up the kids from school or to drop them off. They're just convenient and easy to have. So I cooked eggs. I'm pretty sure I cooked six eggs, and I always do this on Sunday because it's just something that just starts a week off perfectly with some hard-boiled eggs in the fridge. If there's nothing else that you can do, at least boil some eggs if you like eggs, because that's just something that you can help yourself out there. You've always got something to sort of nibble on in the fridge. I did cook a potato salad. Now, this is my norm lately. I do usually cook a lot of potato salads. I just get those potatoes you chop up, and I used to absolutely hate potato skin. But now I've just got to the point since I've been getting so busy, that I just chop the potatoes up, boil the potatoes, and just make a potato salad out of it. The kids actually really like the skins, and if they don't, I can easily take them off anyway. Parsley and spring onions in the garden, which I put into the potato salad. I usually like to finely chop up some gherkin. I didn't do it this time, but I might even add some more to it. But yeah, a finely chopped gherkin is really yummy in potato salad. I just put some pepper and salt and some mayonnaise and mixed it all up, and there was a big batch of potato salad, and my oldest really likes that. He likes getting home from school and going, oh, I'll just get myself a bowl of potato salad. You know, I don't have to prepare any food for them. They can have a couple of spoonfuls of that to pull them over for dinner, or they can add it to their dinner. We can have it, my husband and I can have it for lunch. He'll take a container to work with him. It's just easy, and it's so good, and you can make big batches of it. You know, just get a couple of kilos, just get a kilo bag of potatoes, chop it up, make a big bowl of it. You know, and you've always got something in the fridge, always. So yeah, boiled eggs, potato salad, and the chocolate slice this week, and that's how I pretty much prepped my Sunday. But it just helps you out a little bit, even if it's just cutting up some fruit or vegetables or just anything. It doesn't have to be, you know, everything you have to chop up and have prepared for the week. It just really does help out, and I'm finding that just makes my workload a little bit easier as well, and I don't have to stop during the day and make myself a sandwich. I can just go to the fridge and grab an egg and some potato salad. So that's my weekly update on all things food and meals and things like that up until this point. I will have another grocery haul come out on the Monday. So thank you very much for joining me today in today's weekly meal planner for our family of 4. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I've got plenty more to come. Have a great week, and I'll see you soon for my next videos. Thanks everyone. Bye.